I'm waiting on God to do what? God had me quit my 9 to 5 last year with no plan B. Yes, it really is as crazy as it sounds. Welcome to my Sister's Keeper, a safe place for women who are intentional about healing, transparency, and growth. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Latoya Grace. I'm the founder of my Sister's Keeper. And on this channel, you can expect conversations about faith, well-being, and mindset, because together we are becoming healed, whole women who have influence today and build impactful legacies for generations. In today's conversation, I want to challenge your thinking a little bit, because we need to stop spiritualizing laziness. You know, when we say things like, oh, I'm waiting on God to do what? God is waiting on us to read his word, to get to know him, to spend time with him, and to take action on what he's told us to do. So let me just put myself out there first of all, because one thing about my Sister's Keeper, this is a safe place, okay? Now I'm going to put myself out there. And if any of you can relate, let me know in the comments. If you've watched my last video, you will know God had me quit my 9 to 5 last year with no plan B. Yes, it really is as crazy as it sounds, but it's been a phenomenal ride, and I've learned more about God in this season than ever before. And so I quit my 9 to 5 with no plan B. And in January, I set up a company. And so I'm a woman of faith, and I'm praying all January long, Lord, this is the amount that I want to make in my business. And I'm declaring and all the things, okay? And it got to the 30th of January. I hadn't seen what I was praying for, but because I'm such a woman of faith, I said, Lord, I believe you can do in 24 hours what you haven't done in the last 30 days. I just know you can do it, Lord. And I sat in the car and God spoke to me so calmly. There was just so much love in his voice, but the correction was this. God said, Latoya, I told you what to do. I told you to do this, this, and this. And you just did this. You didn't do this, this, and this. And he said, I answered your prayers by telling you what to do, but you didn't see the manifestation because you didn't obey. And so for a little bit of context, every year I come into a new year and I ask God to give me a scripture, and sometimes God will give me a theme for the year. So I decided this year, my personal theme for 2026 is I am building and living the life of my prayers. And so in that moment, God said, you declared that you're building and living the life of your prayers. You prayed and I gave you the blocks to build. And you didn't put all of the blocks in place. So you haven't seen the manifestation, not because I didn't answer you, but because you didn't build. And I said, Lord, thank you. Thank you for teaching me this lesson right at the start of the year, because now that I've learned this lesson in January, it is going to set the tone of how I operate for the rest of the year. Listen, when February came around, I did everything God told me to do in January. And I saw such growth in my business. It's not about the money, it's about the principle. So often we say we're waiting on God when the reality is God is literally waiting on us to spend time with him to get clarity and direction, and then to take action, okay? So often we say, God, I need a word, speak to me, Lord. My question is, but have we done everything he told us to do the last time he spoke to us? We can't keep asking God for a new word when we haven't obeyed the word he gave us before. Listen, as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself too, okay? I put myself out there and I've shared with you a very powerful example and lesson that Jesus taught me in January. And I pray that it blesses you, that we're not waiting on God. God is waiting on us. Meet with him in the secret place. Get to know his voice so that when he speaks, not only will you know his voice, but you will have the heart to obey, because that's what relationship does, right? When you're in relationship with someone, when you love someone, you want to do things that please them. You want them to be at peace. And so as we're in relationship with God, we should desire to do the things that please him. We should desire to walk close to him and in alignment with him and his word. So I pray that this has blessed you today, that you will take action. If nothing else, what I want you to take from this video is that God is waiting on you to take action. Go back to the last word he gave you yesterday, last week, 5 months ago, 5 years ago. Because listen, some of us, it's been a few years since God spoke and we still haven't obeyed. There's no judgment, okay? I'm just saying. But I really encourage you to go back to the last thing God said to you and really ask yourself, did I do everything God told me to do? And if not, well, you know what to do. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to connect with us over on the school platform, we have a community over there that is growing and thriving. It is for women only. I would love to see you over there if you are ready to continue to grow as a modern woman of faith. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.